Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Good evening. Shabbat Shalom. It's a pleasure to be back. We just got back from Israel yesterday, so I wasn't sure we'd be here tonight. I'm going to be turning the service over to all of you, and if you do a really good job, we'll turn the whole High Holy Days over to you as well. Then we know that we can just relax. But I'm looking forward to this, and I know that the cantor has worked hard with all of you, putting together this service. We'll have a mini 60-second sermon that comes up towards the end, just to give you a message. And I'm looking forward to all of this, so thank you. It's all yours.
All right. Shabbat Shalom. All right, let's try it again. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, I was worried we'd forget the shalom. Okay, good. All right, we saved it in the end there. All right, we have our Kadorei Sheleg. Our Kadorei Sheleg have a very special song that they are going to sing for us. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright, it's Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright, it's Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Shabbat Shalom to All right. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright, it's Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Shabbat Shalom to Lila. Shabbat Shalom to Maddie. Shabbat Shalom to Sadie. Shabbat Shalom to Gabriel. Shabbat Shalom to Riley. Shabbat Shalom to Andreas. Shabbat Shalom to Harley. Shabbat Shalom to Fetty. All right. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright, it's Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here.
Wow.
Wow, Shabbat Shalom lekadorei sheleg. Beautiful. All right, yeah, I have a little challenge for you. We are going to sing a song that means how good, how wonderful it is that we can all be sitting here together. Who knows what that song is? How good it is that we can all be sitting here together. How do you say good in Hebrew? Tov, that's right. So what song is this? Hine Matov, that's right. Hine Matov, how great and wonderful it is that we are all here together. So, as soon as we sing this song, I have a little challenge for you. I'm going to have everyone stand up, and while we are singing Hine Matovu Manayim, you're going to be walking. And every time we say Shevet, Achim, Gam Yachad, you're going to find the person closest to you and shake their hand if you are comfortable shaking hands. All right, so Hine Matovim, this is everyone in the room, by the way. None of you are getting out of this one. So everyone can stand up when we sing Hine Matov Umanayim. You're walking. And on Shevet, Achim, Gam Yachad, you are going to shake hands with the person who is closest to you. All right, you guys ready to walk? Here we go. Hine matov umanayim. Find a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Nice. Hine matov umanayim. Find someone. Shevet achim gam yachad. Walk. Hine matov. Find a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Walk. Find a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Walk. Hine matov umanayim. Shake a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Walk. Hine matov umanayim. Find a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim. Shake. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim. Find a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov. Yalalai, yalalai. Hine matov. Yalalai, yalalai. Hine matov umanayim. Find a hand. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim. Find a seat. Shevet achim gam yachad. Raise your hand if you shook hands with somebody that you've never shaken hands with before. Oh, wow. I love to see it. Amazing. All right, we have a really special question from our Eitze Oren class. A really special question from our Eitze Oren. What does Shabbat mean to you? We're going to hear a little bit about what Shabbat means to our Eitze Oren class.
On Shabbat, we eat challah and light the candles and drink grape juice.
Yes, so good. On Shabbat, it's the end of an old week and the start of a new week.
On Shabbat, we get together with friends and family. On Shabbat, it's the day of rest and no one goes to work or school.
Yay.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
All right, and I also want to hear what the rest of you like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat? What's something you like? Yeah. I like the food. That's what I like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat, Julia? I like being with friends and family. That's what I like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat, Gabby? I like the candles, I like the candles, that's what I like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat, Judy? I like not going to school, I like not going to school, that's what I like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat, Riley? I also love eating apples and honey on Rosh Hashanah. That is so much fun. What else do you guys love about Shabbat? Yes, Ilana, Rafi, Rothschild. I like sleeping in, I like sleeping in. That's what I like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat, Grace? I like celebrating traditions. I like celebrating traditions. That's what I like about Shabbat. What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat, Maya? I like being with my friends. I like being with my friends. That's what I like about Shabbat. Okay, you guys could do one together, all right? What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat?
Wow.
Wait, I couldn't hear you. What did you say? Oh, I like challah and grape juice. I like challah and grape juice. That's what I like about Shabbat. Oh, those are amazing things about Shabbat. All right, speaking of lighting the candles, which I also love doing on the Shabbat, I'd like to invite our Harim class to come up and teach us a little bit about this blessing formula that we get to hear in so many of our prayers.
This year, our class has been learning about mitzvot and Shabbat. We have learned about the blessing formula. The formula is the 6 words that begin most Jewish blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the world. When we do one of the 613 commandments in the Jewish religion, we recreate a special blessing. We add 4 words to the original blessing formula. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the world, who makes us holy with commandments and commands us. On Friday nights, we say 3 brachot blessings to welcome Shabbat. First, we light the candles to bring light of Shabbat into our lives. We light the candles first because it's a command that we cannot start fire during Shabbat. So lighting the candles and saying the blessing is the last thing we do before welcoming Shabbat. When we recite the blessing over the candles, we know this is a command from God because of the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai mitzvotav mitzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Harim. That was so beautiful.
Very nice.
Okay. Please. Okay. Oh, you're going to. All right. We are going to now transition into the next part of our service, and we are going to sing the Baruch Hu. The Baruch Hu's kind of like, it doesn't mean this. The words don't mean this, but it's sort of this call to prayer, and it's sort of like the leader is saying, hey, are you all ready to get started praying? And then your response, while the words don't mean this, it's sort of like you're saying, yes, we are totally ready to get started. So you can show me that you're ready to get started by standing up quietly and listening during the leader part. I'll sing that part, and you all can sing the congregation part. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. All right, this is my part. Just listen. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Now let's hear you nice and loud.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Yolam Vael HaMevorach Mevorach Le'olam Vael.
You guys sound really beautiful. You can take a seat, and our Kadorei Sheleg are going to come back up and teach us about our next prayer.
I didn't get a tone ever recording it.
Do we have to say? We're going to do the Shema prayer, and we're going to sing it, and we're going to do the sign language. So we don't need.
All right, and see if you're able to follow along with them. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much for teaching us how to do the Shema in sign language. All right, in just a moment, we are going to be doing the prayer Adonai Sfatai, which means open up my lips so that I can sing and say all of these wonderful things. So I'm going to start out really slow and really quiet, and I want you, when you're feeling super, super ready, but not until you are, when you feel like so moved that you just have to get up out of your seat, then you can stand, but not yet. Give it a little time. I want you to just listen first until you feel like you're really ready. And then right after we sing, this one got a little bit mixed up. That's okay. Right after we find our time to stand up, when the song is finished, I want you to walk around and find your space in the room, not near any of your friends, by yourself, so you can have just a minute to sit and think and listen to, maybe you have some prayers that you've been thinking of. Maybe there's something you're feeling really grateful for that you just want to acknowledge. But you'll get to do that in just a couple of minutes. All right, so first just listen and stand up when you're feeling really ready, but not quite yet. Na-na-na-na-na-na, Adonai. You can sing it with me. Na-na-na-na-na-na, Shatai Tiftach. Na-na-na-na-na, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na-na-na-na-na-na, Adonai. Na-na-na-na-na, Shatai Tiftach. Na-na-na-na-na, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na-na-na-na-na-na, Adonai. Na-na-na-na-na, Shatai Tiftach. Na-na-na-na-na, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na-na-na-na-na-na, Adonai. Na-na-na-na-na, Shatai Tiftach. Na-na-na-na-na, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na-na-na-na-na-na, Adonai. Adonai Shatai Tiftach. Na-na-na-na-na, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Find your own quiet space in the room, not near anyone else. Take just a minute quietly.
very quickly. Thank you. Just a very quick lesson I'd like you to think about when you go home tonight. Each week in the Torah, we read one portion, which means a little section until we finish the entire Torah. This week is really special because it's called Lech Lecha. I'm going to tell you all about it. Come with me. Right here. This one's called Lech Lecha. And it talks about going out and going forth. Abraham, who we all know about, he was told, Vayomer Adonai el Avram, Lech Lecha me'artzecha. You should go from the land where you're living. The lesson of this, and then we're almost done, is bravery. How brave would it be if someone said to you, you need to leave this place and go to a place that I'm going to tell you? Would you do it? Yeah. You would? Wow. Okay.
He's like, I've done that recently. I moved here.
And you have to be brave enough to say, I'm going to go somewhere where it's going to be even better than what it was. Would you do that too? This is a great group. Well, that's what Abraham had to do. He had to be very brave to make a choice. And sometimes we have hard choices we have to make, and other people help us make those choices. And this hard choice that Abraham had was he had to leave his home really, really far away in the middle of a desert. God spoke to him and said, go off and I'm going to make you a great nation with tons and tons of people. And that's what he did. And we have to make good choices, right? And pass those choices on to so many other people. And that became who we are today. And that's your 122nd lesson.
Lechi lach to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach, and all shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim,
Wow.
l'simchat chayim, lechi lach.
And Abraham's journey ended up in a place called, anybody know where he went to? Where? New Jersey? No. Vail? Where do you think? Jonah knows. Where do you think he went? Israel. And Israel just had an election, and they go through a process of saying, what's going to be best for our people? And the way they do that is they allow their people to choose. Abraham never would have guessed that. He just said, we're going to Israel. So I wanted to offer a prayer for the state of Israel. Eternal God, we ask for blessings for the state of Israel, created to fulfill the age-old dream to be a beacon of hope for the oppressed and a source of inspiration to all who are free. May we see the day when war and bloodshed cease and great peace will embrace the whole world. Let love and justice flow like a mighty stream, and peace fill the earth as the waters fill the sea. Bless this land of Israel with peace, and its inhabitants with joy, and its leadership with wisdom. Amen.
Amen. All right. Any of my Hebrew students, and I know that there's no vowels, but any of my Hebrew students want to give a guess to what these two words are? Yeah, Rafi. What? Just casually holding your hand at a 90-degree angle. Okay, well. Shalom is the first word. Beit, that's really pretty much it. Shalom bayit, and beit is another way that we often, depending on the context, it is pronounced that way sometimes too. Shalom bayit. Has anyone ever heard shalom bayit before? Yeah, shalom bayit. Maybe you even talked about that one in your class before. I know you all know at least one of these words, and some of you might know both of them. So raise your hand if you know one of these words. All right, which one do you know? Say it out loud. Shalom. And what does shalom mean? What does it really, really, really mean? Not just what is it used for? Peace. That's right. Shalom is peace, and it's used also as hello and goodbye, because when someone's coming or going, we wish them peace also. Shalom. Okay, we all got shalom, peace, and the other word, bayit. Raise your hand if you know the word bayit. Yeah, that's right. That's right. House. Shalom bayit. All right, so what's that? Shalom bayit. House peace? Peace house? What do you think? Peace in the home? Peace in the home. Yeah, shalom bayit. Peace in the home. It's this super, super important Jewish value that we have. Shalom bayit. So yeah, shalom bayit can mean like peace and harmony and kindness and calm and love and shalom in our home. And that's a really, really, really important Jewish value that we all have. And there's so many little ingredients that we have that make up shalom bayit. And there's these 3 midot. Have you talked about midot in your class, Nancy? Maybe? No. Okay. Does anyone know what those are? We haven't really talked about them so much. Midot are values. These 3 values that you can follow to help you create shalom bayit in your own house. Yeah. Caring. That's a way to get to it. Absolutely, yes. So, like speaking respectfully to your family members is one of those values, and being a team player and being cooperative is one of those also, and kind of being really forgiving of people because things happen sometimes, and sort of not sweating the small stuff. So to get all those things, we have to like treat each other really nicely and listen carefully to each other and be respectful and be willing to cooperate with each other and forgive mistakes. Do you think those things sound really, really easy to do? I don't think they're easy at all. Those can be really, really, really hard to do. Which of those things, and I know I just said a ton of things, but what thing sounds really hard for you to do? Yeah. Being respectful to a sibling. Yeah, that's hard. It's really hard. Yeah. Being very forgiving. Sometimes when something happens to us, it's not so easy to forgive it, is it? What else? What sounds really hard to do from those things that can help us get shalom bayit? Yeah, Junie. Uh-oh. Yeah. Not taping your brother to the wall and drawing a mustache on him would be a great way to achieve shalom bayit. Absolutely, yes. And it's hard to not tape your brother to a wall and draw a mustache on him. It's very hard. Yes. It is hard to not lock your sister in her bedroom. Yes, also hard to do sometimes. Yes. That is really hard. It is. It's really hard to lose something you love. It's really hard to not be able to see a family member when they're sick. That's really hard. That's really hard. Anyone else have something, a shalom bayit thing that might not be so easy, a way to keep peace in your house that's not such an easy thing to do? Those are great. Those were really amazing. I want you now to find a group of 5 people, and I want there to be people that are from at least 3 classes in your group, okay? Find people from at least 3 classes, and adults, you are a part of these groups too. Find your group of 5-ish, okay? And find a spot in the room where you guys can gather. Adults, please come be a part of these groups as well. All ages, please. Different classes, different groups, yeah. You can have find people from different classes so you're all mixed up. Adults come mix in too. Once you have, 4 to 7 people, find a spot with adults in the groups as well. All right, girls, go have a seat over here. Find your little space. Come on. Here, your group can come over here. All right, adults, please.
Adults, please join the groups. Once you have a group, find a seat on the floor with your adults. If you see adults sitting down, go grab them and ask them to join your group.
All right, as soon as you have found your group, you can have a seat and you can put 2 hands on your head, and that's how I will know that you are ready to do the next thing. When you have your group and you are quietly sitting down with 2 hands on your head and an adult in your group, an adult's going to find your group and join you if you don't yet have an adult in your group. They're going to join you because they are so good at following directions. All right, hands on your head when you're feeling ready to listen. All right, so the first thing that I want you to talk about is, do you remember a time when you wanted something that someone else had? What was it, and how did it make you feel? Do you remember a time when someone else had something that you really wanted, and what was it, and how did it make you feel? We could use an adult in the group up here too if there's a free adult. Do you remember a time you wanted something someone else had? What was it, and how did it make you feel? Same thing. When everyone in your group has had a chance to answer that question, please raise your hands. If everyone's had a chance to answer, please raise your hands if you're ready for the next question. All right, please take 1 minute to finish that up. If you've already finished, try to maybe think of another thing or talk a little bit more about how it made you feel. And you have 1 minute to finish this one up. All right. If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. If you can hear my voice, clap 3 times. If you can hear my voice, clap 4 times. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, clap 3 times. Amazing. I can have 2 people. Are there 2 people that would like to share something that was shared in their group? Julia. how did you? Oh my goodness. How did you feel when they had something that you really wanted? That's really nice. It's really nice to be able to feel that way. Not everyone feels that way all the time when someone has something that you really want. It can feel really hard to feel happy for someone who has something that you want, but if you're able to feel that way, that's really, really nice. Okay. Okay, over here. Yeah. Rafi. Patrick. Go ahead.
Wanted, and then I didn't get it, and then when they grew out of it, they gave it to me.
All right. Okay. So maybe you get the thing that you wanted. That is the outcome sometimes too. Is that eventually it becomes yours. Like when it is a sister who is larger than you, and then they outgrow their clothes, and then you eventually get them, and then my children eventually get them after you outgrow them. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing those because we don't have it. Can you please, if you didn't have a chance to share it out loud, I want you to tell me about it when we wrap up the service. But I have another question for you. What happens when there is a meal cooked in your house or at a friend's house or at Shabbat dinner somewhere and you really would prefer something other than what's on the table? What happens and what do you think could happen? Thinking like shalom bayit, thinking ways to like keep peace in our home. If something is served that you don't like, what usually happens, you can talk about it with your group. Talk about it with your group. What usually happens in that situation, and what do you think could happen? Oh, yeah, you did. You took care of it yourself. That's true. All right, take 1 minute. Take 1 minute to share your stories, and then I'd like to hear 2 people share them with the group. All right, finish up, please. And I need 2 volunteers to share with the group what usually happens if something's served you don't really like, and what could happen. If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. If you can hear my voice, clap 3 times. If you can hear my voice, clap 4 times. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, show me your Shema listening ears so that we can hear what Owen has to say.
If someone serves something that I do not like, there's probably other food to eat. Because on Shabbat, there's usually more than one thing served.
All right, so that is a way to handle it. Sometimes at meals, there's multiple things being served, and one way to handle it is choosing a different thing that's on the table. Absolutely. All right, Junie.
I have 2 ways.
Okay.
You could ask for something different, or you could just eat dessert instead.
You could ask for something different. That's an option. You could eat dessert instead. Yeah, I heard something Maya was saying earlier. She didn't like something that was served once, and so she went and got her own food. So I don't know. And everyone's house, things work differently. So you'll have to talk to your parents about what works and what's allowed in your house. But there's a lot of ways that we can work on keeping Shalom Bayit. All right. I would like everyone now, please tell me about it. Tell me about it in a little bit, okay? Because I want to hear all about it. I would like everyone right now to go stand near a special adult. I would like everyone to go stand. Maybe you have a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, or an uncle that's here. Someone you came with, an adult that loves you. A special adult. Go find your children, though. All right, and adults, I'm going to ask you to please put your hands on your children's head. Adults. Hey, adults, I need your help. Adults, please put your hands on your children's head. Junie, you can borrow an adult. Pick an adult to borrow. Let's see. I bet Erica will lend you a hand. She's right over there. Or you can use Seth's hand. You could pick any hand. And this is a really special blessing. This is a blessing for our children. And so parents, you get to offer this to your kids, but you can just listen. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God's light shine down upon you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom ve'yasem lecha shalom. And may God turn toward you and give you peace always. And we say, Kain Yehi Ratzon, which means, yes, may it be so. Kain Yehi Ratzon, Kain Yehi Ratzon, Kain Yehi Ratzon, Kain Yehi Ratzon. Please find your seat. Ariot, please come up.
We are the REO class, and we are introducing the Mourner's Kaddish.
The Mourner's Kaddish used to be a form of poetry and still is today.
It started off around 500 BCE as rabbis freestyling words of praise for important people who have passed away. Over time, people got jealous that those who they loved who had died were not being considered important, resulting in the introduction of a standard prayer being recited after all these deaths around 1300 CE.
The prayer is still Aramaic because that was the language at the time of the Kaddish's invention and is still said today at the end of services to honor the dead.
4 groups of people say the Kaddish. Recent mourners who have had a death in the last month.
People mourning over the anniversary of a death of a loved one.
Communal mourners mourn for those who have no one to mourn for them.
Minion mourners are part of a group of 10 adults mourning with the original mourner. At Vail, we recite this prayer at the end of every service as a community and those who choose to rise to honor the deceased.
Without further ado, if you choose to, please rise with Rabbi Newman for the Mourner's Kaddish.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just get it.
All right. Yitzgadal v'yitkadash me'rava
V'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imra amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'me'omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh Yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'alma v'imramein Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imramein Oseh shalom v'imramav Uyaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it out. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. She got on. She got on. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say guitar. I'm gonna tell you how to say guitar.
Tell you how to say
Guitarra. Let's see it. Guitarra. Let's see those guitars. Guitarra. Show me guitarra.
guitarra.
Yeah. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. She got on. She got on. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say candles. I'm gonna tell you how to say candles. Neirot.
Neirot.
Neirot. Let me see them.
Neirot.
Show me. Neirot.
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 Guitarra.
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 Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. She got on. She got on. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say juice. I'm gonna tell you how to say juice.
Juice.
Meats.
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 Yeah, meats.
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 Where's your Neirot?
Neirot.
Let's see him. Neirot.
Neirot.
Guitarra. Guitarra. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. She got on. She got on. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say. I'm gonna tell you how to say evening.
Say how to say evening.
I'm gonna tell you how to say evening. Neirots.
Neirot.
Neirots.
Neirot.
Guitarra.
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 Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. Shake out, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake out. Shake out. Harim, come on up. Shake out. Shake out. Shake out.
Yes, you're going to say that, and then we're going to read all this together. Right, you don't have to. Before we share a Shabbat meal together, we say 2 more blessings after we light the candles.
Next, we will sing the blessing over wine.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen l'chaim.
What? Yeah. All right, ready?
Finally, we say a blessing to God over challah, to remember that we work with God to create food. Often there are two loaves of challah, and they're covered. Supposedly, this is how so the challah doesn't feel bad since its blessing is last.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, v'lotzi lechem min haaretz,
b'tei avon.
Shabbat shalom.
All right. All right, please take a seat at a table. We are going to dismiss you one table at a time to go pick up your food. Find a seat at a table.
But maybe it's a way if you say, it's not working this year, let's have another election. Could you imagine if we did that?
It would help.
I know. Well, not just this or past ones I'm thinking about where you say, this is going the wrong direction. We have a